Hey, all my loyal viewers, how's it hanging? Sword Art Studios here, back again with another awesome reaction video today here on the channel, and this time to Bot Exit Interview Anime Insanity Invitational by Animation Epic. As I'm really excited for Bot's Exit Interview, as after episode 14 and just rewatching it, I felt really bad for the way they had gotten eliminated the way they did, because it just felt so unfair for just how far they had made it in the game, but also just the fact of seeing how the tables really turned with Nickel and Balloon wanting to take the vote that they did with between all three of them to see who would still stay in the game and just which one of them would leave. As it's just really what made me feel bad for them. Because don't get me wrong, Bot's still one of my favorite characters, but even still, just seeing the way they were eliminated was just heartbreaking to see in the episode. Because while not being one of Anime Insanity's best episodes, it still just really hits hard for them being out of the game. But even still, they definitely had they had a good run in the long run. But for this exit interview, my question for Bot was, what were your biggest inspirations for your new identity as a whole from it? Was it from the contestants, the challenges, or the competition as a whole? And I didn't mean to repeat a whole from, well, I mean, at the time I did that because, I mean, I was doing a lot of stuff during the time I was getting my views down and whatnot, especially for the question I wanted to ask Bot, but even still, I'm excited to react to this for all you guys out there. But alright, so before we get right into this, original link will be down in the description below for Bot's exit interview if you guys want to go check out that before the original before watching this. But for all you guys who already have, sit back, relax, and grab some popcorn as we get right into this. But I am all set up and ready to roll in 3, 2, 1, 0. Let's go. Exit interviews.
Welcome everyone to the newest installment of Exit Interviews, where we chat with the recently eliminated contestants of Inanimate Insanity Invitational. My name's Chelsea, and we're here with someone who not only crushed
Chelsea.
the game, but also did so while defying all odds to be themselves. Introducing
Yeah.
the one and only.
Oh, Boogalo! The artistic
So
palette.
excited to be here and tell you about all things Bot, from the B to the T, and in between will. Amazing.
And
Aww.
now, on to the questions.
I swear,
First
I
of all,
love
we're also
Bot.
proud of you and how far you went in the competition. How did you feel when you got eliminated?
Because they've
Do you
really
wish you
come
could've
so
stayed
far.
longer?
Well, who doesn't, right? I
Right.
was pretty bummed I couldn't win. I tried to take it in stride, but that doesn't make losing to a magical flying orb any easier. But like, there's also something
Right.
peaceful about being with everyone here on Indefinite. We're all the same. There's only one winner, but there's so many
Right.
of us. After feeling alone in my head for a bit, I
Wow.
think this is what's healthy for me. To be around people who understand me.
That's so nice.
That
Moving on.
really speaks out loud to me, because honestly, I don't really get much out of my house so much, but even when I do, it's only to just kind of run errands or whatnot and just really go to school. As I never really get much interaction with other people on the outside who could really kind of relate with what I like, because don't get me wrong, I have my family, it's just they never really seem to really catch up with me too much with just everything that I'm currently doing or just what I like as a whole. Because this question really speaks loud to me with Bot.
Are you upset with Balloon and Nickel not switching the vote?
Ugh. Balloon and Nickel could not get it together. I really liked my time with them on the Looney Balloon.
Yeah, because to
Everything
be
was so
fair,
fun and goofy. Hence the name. But I guess they
Yeah.
still have some issues to work out. And it just sucks getting caught in the middle of that.
yeah,
So,
because
yeah,
to
I
be
am
fair,
upset with
they
them.
That
didn't
totally
deserve
makes
to get caught in the
sense.
middle
Does
of all
mean
that.
You're not going to be rooting for them?
Probably not.
Eh.
I like them all, and I'll always appreciate the time we had together. And
Yeah.
Sophie's alright. We work together, and he's fun to mess with. But honestly, even if it took a little while, it's Cabby who I connected with the most out there. I
Aww.
feel bad for misjudging her for so long. We didn't get
Right.
off on the right foot. And because I was so connected to Test Tube, it was
Aww.
easy to paint her as a villain. But she's so
Right.
selfless and gives so much time to understand others.
Because after all, she
Kinda
got to
hard
really
not
know
to root
her.
for.
Oh, great.
Which I
pick.
really did
And what
like in
about life
episode
here on
14.
Indefinite Island? Has it matched your expectations?
Cappy would tell us how grim it is here, so yeah, more or less. And I really do wish Paintbrush ended up staying. It's sad
Yeah.
having such an icon around.
Right.
But
Someone else
Goo
who's
and I have been working
non-binary.
overtime trying to spark back up the Cheer Factory!
Yay! Oh, Justin
We're doing
Chapman.
what we can to keep up everyone's spirits in these trying times. Crafting activities,
Yes.
karaoke nights, puppet shows, but
Oh.
with coconuts. Goo pitched this
That's
great idea.
Awesome.
What were they called again?
Smiles on a stick. Incoming.
Oh, that's awesome.
Real factory and rob Blueberry of his frown and
Oh, I forgot to turn on subtitles.
with fun.
Woo!
Yay!
Getting everyone involved in games with N/A. My favorite's one where we try and figure out the correct order of words in a sentence that N/A replicates out of order.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
So can N/A actually say stuff?
Man, I
on
wish
their
I got
own,
to see
or do
more
they
of
just repeat
N/A in
after you?
episode 15.
N/A, come over here. Well, they can't come up with words completely on their own. But
Oh,
they can sort of save anything they've heard and repeat it exactly. Or
Aw.
rearrange the words.
Stick up, everyone. No smile. Robberry incoming.
N/A is
For the
cool.
audio listeners, as convincing as that is, that was N/A.
Super
Aw.
impressive. And you seem to like N/A so much that you risk the challenge to keep them.
Of course!
Aww.
I wasn't gonna let them die.
Aww.
Though it seems that their kind enjoys it.
Yeah, because to
I
be
wanted
fair,
to have them not
it's
just have to say the things that they're told to say.
right.
Not living. They're their own person.
Yeah,
And now they're rocking it.
because Bot
Let's see
did the
what's
right
on
thing
their
protecting
game.
N/A.
Feels free. This way. Thank you.
Aww.
Audio listeners, that last sentence was N/A. Speaking of all these games you do, are you actually an international pro gamer?
Oh, because I gotta say, they would
I've
definitely
never
be
had the chance to
competing
play
with me
video
for the
games before.
title.
That was honestly just what I was telling Cabby when I started feeling
Oh,
somewhat
really?
insecure about myself. She'd been writing in a bow file, and based on what we've been through, I didn't have a lot of faith that she'd get me. which,
Right.
Of course, doesn't make lying to her right. But that's what I did. And I'm sorry, now
Yeah.
knowing what I know about her files. But I do have an arts and crafts project in mind to try and make it up to her.
Aww.
And then maybe after that, I can become a pro gamer in the real.
Oh, let's
Yeah.
go. I'll be rooting
Because
for
you'll
you.
definitely have me to
What
compete
about
with,
cartoons?
girl.
If you
I
had to pick
mean,
a favorite, what would it be?
buddy.
Cartoons! Wow, I haven't seen any.
Oh,
but I'd love
yeah.
to get into some actiony ones. All Bo would watch
I
them.
still remember the scene from episode 9 with Goo's, the script that Goo wrote in the toaster. Because I remember doing a kind of a redraw of that, but with Goo and Bot. Just kind of how it's just like, it's that symbolism that really needs to be there. But also the fact that Bot's dress needs to be very long for what I was planning to redraw. Oh, but wait a minute. Oh. Oh my god, I didn't even notice that with the safety report. OJ was giving the middle finger. What the heck? Because I just noticed that with one of the clips, because I haven't really gotten much of the time to rewatch Invitational with a lot of stuff going on, but it's always funny seeing very funny details like that be just thrown in, especially when they're about to curse, but it gets cut off by something else.
Boring adult cartoons where they make insensitive jokes and say naughty words. As if that's a punchline. I guess I could ask Testu to program some into me overnight, so I can watch them in my head on the Rejoin Challenge boat trip tomorrow.
Oh!
Just need an overnight shutdown. So, as long
Oh,
as
that's
I'm up
nice
for
to
the full
actually
night,
know that
there
this was
absolutely
before
no
Bot's
interruptions that'd make me
before
turn
they
back on in the
came
middle
back
of
to
the night.
Indefinite
I'll
Island.
be good to go.
Well, I
I'm
mean,
not
came
tired
back
at all.
from Indefinite
Very
Island to
specific.
Paradise.
Speaking of Bo, would you ever want to meet her? Do you think
Oh,
the two of
yeah,
you will become
right.
friends?
Well,
Because now, really thinking on it, since you know who's gone and not going to be technically revoicing Bo or Doe, they are going to need new voice actors. Because honestly, I don't know what Bo's new voice would sound like. I feel like it would sound something close to the original, because honestly, I've been kind of working on my Bo voice. Because here's a little bit of it. Haha, coolness! Because I'm sorry if it doesn't sound close, but even still, I'm still working on it. That would be awesome to be able to see an animation of Bot meeting Bo.
It's something I feel pretty conflicted about. But luckily for me, I don't need to decide that, being that she moved on and all. Not to sound disrespectful.
No, I
Hey,
totally
no!
get it. We can flip this to some positives.
Because
how
after
does it
all,
feel being
don't sound
Mufong's favorite
disrespectful at
contestant?
all.
Oh, wow. You think I am? Well, if it's true, it's an
Well,
honor.
I mean, to be fair, from originally Mifone thinking that they were Bo to actually seeing the fact that they were a robot just like him, it really kind of speaks loudly, especially considering the fact that Mifone hasn't really had a lot of other experience with robots besides the other Miphones that Cobbs has sent after to kill him. Because I think it was a really nice touch with seeing how Mifone 4 would interact with another robot like him, especially when he saw just what Bot really was in episode 8, seeing kind of the piece that had been taken out of their head, realizing just how much they weren't going to force him to go back out, which really shows how much Mifone really is pretty awesome, especially for recognizing a lot with Bot.
Especially since, back in the day, he'd be a little grumpy with me. I'm
Yeah.
glad to turn that around, because I think he's really cool. Go
Yeah.
Pal!
Aww.
Woo! The listeners
'Cause
will
I
also
swear,
love
we
if you
need
could
more
talk about your
developments
monster
with
stories, like you
Mifone.
mentioned before.
Especially if we get a
Gosh,
spin-off
where do I
series.
start? For a while, I've been focused on a lot of stories about creepy crawlies of the night. Beings
Ooh.
beyond our comprehension. But as of late, I've been more interested in digital horror. Having your sense of self challenged in a world where you're only everything you feel confident telling the world you are. And
That's
even
pretty
then,
cool.
Is that enough? You can maybe guess where
'Cause
my
I
inspiration
swear,
for that comes
Definitely
from.
would love to see
And
it.
when I'm
What
done
kind of
writing,
horror story comes
visit
out of
me
that?
from the movie adaptation. He's pretty determined to prove himself after the animation challenge.
Aww.
Great.
Terrifying. But that does remind me.
Yeah.
Are you scared at all about introducing yourself to Fan? I'm sure he would be proud.
I guess so, yeah. I'm sure these
Their
things will get easier and easier.
dad.
Sometimes I just wish these things didn't need to be such a big deal. That I didn't need to make a moment out of it. But they did this to me. I mean,
But even
sorry.
still,
I don't mean...
it's understandable.
That was N/A.
For the audio listeners,
Oh.
that was not N/A.
Ugh.
Yeah, because
I
trust
honestly
me, I
do
could
feel weird
definitely
sometimes
see
about how
that.
it was made. What test tube and Fan were thinking would come out of it. They wanted me to be someone else, but I'm my own person.
Right, because
So as long as they don't make it an uphill climb for me to prove that, then we can be on even footing. And despite the weird, questionable decisions that brought me here, I
right.
can
Because after all, it really delivers a strong message, especially with blah. Oh my goodness, I can't talk today. With Bot's arc throughout Invitational. Just the fact of who she's become and the decisions she's made for herself, for who she's wanted to be. Which is really spoken loud.
continue to take this life that they've given me and make it my own. Even if all of that messes with my head sometimes, I'll always appreciate that I'm here.
That's a nice way to look at it. Was coming back here to test tube that nerve-wracking?
Well, yeah, of course. Test tube knew about my voice change, even helped with it. But some of these new changes are just so... me. And if there was any of it that she didn't like, I felt like that would destroy me. But after I was thrust into the moment,
even still,
the
you
fears
can't
were over so quickly that it didn't even feel real. She held me tight, told me how much she cared no matter what. And the words kept
she's a
spinning.
proud
I'm
mom.
really grateful that the person I care about was able to give me that. I
Yeah.
imagine not everyone can be as lucky as I.
Because I wish we had gotten a longer scene of that in episode 14.
Best wishes to you all.
That's so inspiring to hear, Bot. I don't
Yeah.
think that there'll be a better place to wrap
Definitely.
up, but there. Thank you for taking the time to speak with us, and to our inanimate audience for all of your amazing questions. Remember to subscribe to join the next
Thank you,
opportunity to have your
Woogalo
question
/
read.
Chelsea.
This has been Chelsea with IPR signing off.
Oh. Whoop. Accidentally had the speed up there, but thank you, Disenchantment, Shushies, and Chelsea W. Woogalo for this awesome exit interview with Bot. But there you guys have it. That was Bot's exit interview, and I gotta say, it really brings up just a lot of awesome stuff was brought up with Bot, because even though my question didn't really get in, I was really happy for everyone else who got in. Because as you guys know, I love seeing the awesome stuff that fans come up with for these, and this was yet another awesome one. Especially see for how much Bot's development as an original character has been throughout Invitational, because with them I can really relate with what they're going through, because I mean, heck, even I feel like I've just been having a hard time defining who I really want to be, and that, heck, I need to actually have people around me, people who really know me and take interest in the things that I really like. Because, I mean, my family, we all have our own interests, but even still, I know I gotta be able to make more friends with other people who really take my interests into account. Especially with a lot of the stuff I like, with kind of being a multi-fandom fan. Not trying to rival fan there from Inanimate Insanity. Well, yeah. But I don't know, what did you guys think? Let me know in the comments below, but also if you guys are excited to see my reaction to Yin Yang's exit interview, because even though my question for Bot's exit interview didn't make it in, I'm excited. I'm wondering if my question for Yin Yang's exit interview made it in. But even if it didn't, I'm alright with it. Alright, so this is where we're gonna end it, but like always, if you guys liked this video, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe button for more awesome content in the future just like this. And make sure to click that notification bell down below for my latest videos and updates. But I'm Sword Heart Studios, and I'll see you guys next time for Yin Yang's exit interview. See you, everyone!